Hello, this is Professor Tam, your professor for TMC-410 Enterprise Operations. Again, as this is a B session course, it'll be important to stay on top of the course material and assignments in this compact 7-module, 7-week course. Please let me know in advance if you have any questions, need to schedule office hours, or need accommodations on due dates, preferably before any assignments are due. By now, you should have access to the one required textbook for the course, which is the Reid and Sanders textbook from Wiley, the 7th edition. This is the first time that we have used the 7th edition in the last 2.5 years, 3 years since I've taught this course. We've used the 6th edition. And with the migration from the 6th to the 7th edition, Wiley has decided to move all of the student companion site materials into the Wiley Plus site. My apologies for any confusion on the Wiley Plus site and access to some of the case information for Valley Memorial Hospital. I found out today via meeting with Wiley that our class was not formally adopted into their system, and that's why we were not able to access the Wiley Plus material. This since has been resolved after my discussion with the contact, and I'm also happy to report that Wiley Plus information will be made available free for all students this particular semester in this class. We'll set up wileyplus.com site properly for the spring semester, but for all you registered in this class who are taking this class, you should be able to have free access to the Wiley Plus site. I will send additional information in terms of how to do so via an announcement on Canvas. This week in the textbook and the course, we cover chapters 3 and 4, which encompass product design, product selection, and supply chain management. In chapter 3, there's a critical and broad overview of new product development, new product design, and new product selection, which is really focused on how a company can provide a service or a manufactured good in a safe, reliable, productive, and also cost-effective way that will meet customer demands and customer needs. There's been quite a few external articles about this whole concept of real win worth. The first thing is this opportunity real? Second, can we win? And third, is it worth it? So real win worth. It all captures the full gambit and the full breadth of new product development, all the way from concept generation all the way to manufacturability and also sustainable manufacturing, as well as product iterations and product improvements of existing products. A lot of things are available on Real Win Worth, and it's worth taking a look via the internet. And I would also suggest that you may think about that concept when you look at the final paper, which is due the last week of the course. Other things that come up with product design and product development are costing, Six Sigma, design for Six Sigma, and then also there's been a lot of things in the business articles and also business books about the differences between brick and mortar businesses versus internet only businesses and also hybrid businesses. All worth a look depending on what kind of scenario your company is proposing in terms of sale. As you can see with the BestBuy.coms, the Target.coms, and the Targets and the Walmarts, they are very big on the hybrid model. Chapter 4 covers supply chain management, and there's a lot of things that you know about when you are a shopper. There are things such as vendor management inventory, where you rely on a supplier or a vendor to actually manage the inventory within your store. Also, the whole concept of consignments. It's a very strong financial position for a retailer if they can have their goods on a consignment basis, which means they won't have to pay for those goods until they actually sell those goods to customers. That really provides great cash flow for the retailer and also puts the onus on the supplier or the manufacturer of the goods to really make sure that they have the appropriate products at the appropriate volumes at the specific stores. There's also debate in terms of supplier relations. There's a lot of buzz, probably in the 90s and the 2000s, about single suppliers and having deep relationships with a single source where you have a partnership. And then there are some people that prefer to have multiple suppliers, which is great in terms of spreading risk. What happens, say, if one of your suppliers has a disruption at their manufacturing site. If you were a single supplier situation, you might be really out of luck in terms of being able to get alternate products so that you can make the product that you need using that raw material. One of the big examples of supply chain management excellence is Walmart. Walmart's core competency is really excellent supply chain, basically getting the appropriate level of inventory, the appropriate products on their shelves, and in many cases, consignment, where they don't pay their suppliers unless that product is sold at their store. And even then, there's usually a 15 or 30-day lag time between the time Walmart gets the money from the customer and when Walmart actually has to deliver the money to the supplier. So a lot of good stuff in chapters 3 and 4, a lot of material to cover. Hope that there's some elements in both chapters that resonate with you. They're very strong in terms of importance in terms of operations management, and I hope you enjoy the material in these 2 chapters. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I will send information on Wiley Plus access via a separate announcement on Canvas, and I hope you have a great balance of the week ahead. Thank you.